Dad always made fun of my roses. Do you remember?
Yeah.
It's one of his favorite things. Yeah, he always liked to make fun of me. But he always bought me roses, so.
Yeah, so he could make fun of you. That's why he did it.
He loved to fly. Anything to do with airplanes, he loved it. Lauren loved being anywhere where her dad was. She and her dad were just like best buddies. Niagara Falls. That's her with her dad.
This is the forest where myself and my high school friends used to drink in, thinking that we'd never get caught. This would have been just after my dad passed away, and stuff at home was starting to go downhill pretty quickly.
We sat, and I had to explain to them that their dad was going to have to go through chemotherapy, that he had cancer. They didn't think he was going to live, and I was to go into the hospital right away. Lauren wanted to come. She wanted to say goodbye to her father. And I still remember thinking this is not how it's supposed to be. The doctor met us at the elevator and said, "I'm sorry, he's gone. He passed away 10 minutes ago." Lauren, being who she was very strong in some ways, and in other ways didn't want to face a lot of what we were going through. She didn't want to talk about her father. She said, "I don't want to hear about him anymore. I don't want to talk about him." She became very withdrawn and would spend more time in her room.
I used to hang out in metal chat forums quite a bit online, and then one day I got this message from this unfamiliar profile.
Why did you respond?
I think I responded to him because I was looking for another friend, older brother figure, father figure, something like that. I was very active in the movement for about 5 years there. I'm 18 at this point. The white power movement, the message essentially was, okay, we'll accept your anger, no questions asked, but here's where we want you to direct it. The only reason they targeted that store is because there was a hammer and sickle flag out front. We thought, oh, he's a communist, he's our enemy. Alcohol mixed with rage, mixed with ego, that's what happens. We wanted to leave our mark and I guess piss people off. When I decided that I wanted to leave this group, I thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna have to just back away slowly, because I had already known before that there are repercussions for leaving. One member who I still talk to from the group had called me wanting to hang out or meet up. So I show up there to that meeting location, and of course he's not there, but a bunch of other people are who I recognized. And then the end result being a bad concussion and near beaten to death.
I think we need formers because they're the only ones who really understand how deep you can get into these groups and how difficult it is to get back out again. I think the great thing about One World Strong is that they teach you what your child is into, what your loved one is into. It's a remarkable group. It allows people to see that there's hope, to see that they're not alone. The big part for me is just, I didn't have anybody when I was going through it with Lauren.
It's a lot harder to leave than people think it is. Basically, I'm helping people do what I did, leave this movement.
Track the center line, as your father used to say.
Did he used to say that?
He did. I'm so proud of the person she's become. Starting to work for One World Strong and helping other people get out of this. You don't have to go through the pain that I did of not understanding what your kid's involved in, not knowing who to go to for help, not knowing how to deal with this.